Hi, my name's Andrea. Welcome to Pilates, where you work front, side, back of the body, all based from the core. It's about functionality, stability. You're going to lengthen and strengthen your entire body without building bulk, with just natural body resistance. So we're going to get started by just bending the knees. We're going to sweep the arms down the side, lift up, and then down again. You're going to inhale through the nose, open mouth, exhale, pursed lip breath out like you're blowing out a candle. So just lift up, sweep one more time. Just getting the body warm, nice and easy here. Then you're going to take your hands onto your hips, tuck under. This is called imprinted spine. And then neutral is where you'd normally stand. So imprint, tuck your hips under, neutral where you'd normally stand. Now put those two together. Bend the knees, lift up, sweep the arms down the side, imprint, neutral, imprint, neutral. Now do it again. Bend the knees, lift up, sweep the arms down the side, imprint, neutral, imprint, neutral. Now holding neutral, which is where you'd normally stand, you'll lift up, retract the shoulders back, protract forward, and drop down. So do that again. Now we'll be using a lot of this retraction, which is the shoulders back and down, throughout the duration of the class. One more time. Lift up, roll back, roll forward, and drop down. Now reach over into a long side stretch here, stretching down the right side of your body. And then inhale, lift up, and exhale over to the other side, stretching down the left side of the body here. Good. Inhale, back up. Now a few more things to get warm. We're just going to hinge forward, pump the arms back, come back in and up. So hinge from the hips, triceps back, come in and up. Two more times just to create a little bit more heat. Good job. One more time. Hinge, extend, back in and up. Now comes the most important part of class. You're going to take your hands on your rib cage. So if you get anything out of this class, I want it to be this right here. Imagine you are interlacing your ribs together. So you're trying to knit them up and press them in your pants pockets. Press them down a little bit without rounding your back like this. So keep the shoulders retracted, knit the ribs and try to hide them and then press them down. Now you're going to draw your navel to your spine. So if I have a string, I'm going to be pulling your belly straight through the spine all the way over to the outside wall or the back wall in your room. So rib cage in, navel to spine. Now this is your pelvis right here. It's in the shape of a very wide soup bowl. We're going to pretend we're putting on the tightest pants ever. So you pull up those tight pants and you're going to engage your pelvic floor. So you want to pretend you're trying to button those pants. Seriously, they're like 5 sizes too small, okay? You got to suck in, which is just engaging your pelvic floor. Put that pelvic girdle on and button those tight pants up all the way to your belly, and then you hold. So a common mistake is people will let it go now. Like, I got it, keep it, holding it, not letting it go, but drop the shoulders down. So from pelvis to rib cage, you are tight right here. This is your Pilates contraction. Keep breathing in through the nose, open mouth, exhale. In and out. So this is what you will be holding throughout the duration of the class, and I'll remind you of that several times. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to turn to the side. Inhale, lift up, keeping the contraction in, bend the knees, take one foot behind you and have a seat onto your mat. Take your legs in front of you, adjust yourself so when you come down on your mat, your head will be resting on the mat, and then take your hands onto your lower belly. You're going to take your spine into imprint. So the space between the back and the mat, you're going to take that out. Tuck your hips under and glue your spine down to the floor. Now with my hands on my lower belly, I inhale and I exhale when I lift up. My belly does not pooch. It either stays the same or goes in. So it's really important you don't let it come up like this, because then you will train your muscles to build a little pooch out. So you come up, belly stays in nice and tight. Your eyes look to your thighs. You're going to retract your shoulders, extend through the fingertips, and then inhale 2, 3, 4, 5. exhale. This is called the 100 series. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure your belly's not pooching and the tension is out of your neck. So your eyes have got to be looking to the thighs, not to the ceiling, or the neck will take over. If you want it a little harder, add one leg. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Great job. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another layer harder. Knees come up. Make sure your belly doesn't pooch. Back stays glued down. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you want it a little bit harder, take the legs out. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. So I'm bobbleheading my neck side to side, keeping that tension out of the neck. If your neck starts to get too tired, you'll just put the neck down and you can keep doing the leg part. Just make sure the low back doesn't come off. Good. And if you're starting to struggle, it's becoming too hard at this point, you can always just put the neck down, draw the hip bone and rib cage together on the floor, and just do this on the floor without even lifting the neck up if you are getting too fatigued or the belly's pooching. Just a few more. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2 more. You can do this. Inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale, muscle through the arms. Your shoulders are on. Good. Drop the feet down one at a time. Reach and stretch, fingertip to toe tip. You're done with your first move. Great job. Take a few deep breaths here. Okay, just take a few more deep breaths. Good. We're going to move on to the next one. You're going to sweep your arms down the side, walk your knees in one at a time, imprint your spine back into the floor. You're going to keep your hands to the side. The first option of this move, you're going to lift one leg up, you're going to inhale, extend out, and then exhale, bend back in, and then switch sides. Inhale and exhale. This is called bend and stretch. The goal is to keep that low back on the floor. Now, if you'd like this to be a little harder, without your belly pooching, you lift the other knee off, and then you're going to do the same thing. Inhale, extend, exhale, bend back in. Good. Inhale and exhale. If you notice your low back starting to arch off like this, then you need to come back to the modification. Good. Inhale and exhale. Good. Do a belly check right about now to make sure your belly is not pooching into the back of the hand. Keep going. We've got 4 more. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. 2. Now on this last one, you're going to take your legs out and you're going to hold right here at your hardest point. Engage your belly so tight. 8 breaths. Good. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop the feet down one at a time. Reach and stretch, finger to toe tip. Good job. The reason why you want to drop your feet down one at a time is because if you bring them both at the same time, the chances of arching your back are a lot higher. So always one at a time. Great. We're going to move on to the next move now. Go ahead and sweep your arms down the side. Walk the feet back in. Hands are going to cross at the chest. Inhale, and on your exhale, lift up into a contraction position. Your shoulder blades come off the floor. Make sure the belly's not pooching, of course. First option, you're going to inhale, rotate, and then exhale, go to the other side. Inhale and exhale. Your next option is to take the thumbs on the ears. Fingertips fan wide around the back of the head, and then continue side to side. Notice I'm bringing my shoulder to the opposite knee, not the elbow like this. So it's not that, it's shoulder, shoulder. And I'm never putting my shoulder blades on the floor, they stay up. Adding on if you want a little more. One leg up, inhale. Exhale, switch to the other side with the lower back staying glued down. Inhale and exhale. Next option, both knees come up. Keep going, inhale and exhale. So what we're doing is we are sewing our abdominals back together. Our muscles are crossing one way, then they're coming back the other way. And we're just bringing them back together if they were ever separated for any reasons. Having babies is a common reason that the abdominal muscles separate. Next option, inhale, bicycle leg. Exhale, switch. Notice my back stays glued down. Yes, it's getting harder. Inhale, exhale. Do a belly check right here. Inhale. Try to keep your face relaxed as much as realistically possible. I know that's hard sometimes. Stop the knee right over the hip. If you bring the knee in like this, it'll make it easier. So right over the hip, right there. 4 more, you can do this. 4, 3, very nice, 2, 1. Once again, drop the feet down one at a time. Reach and stretch, fingertip to toe tip. Okay, just take a few more deep breaths here, and we're gonna get ready to go into the V-sit pose. On your next exhale, you're gonna draw one knee into the chest, clasp the hands together below the knee on the back side. Inhale, and on your exhale, roll up to a seated position. Now you're gonna walk your feet in, retract the shoulders back, and get a nice, long, straight spine. So option 1, you're actually doing it right now. Just make sure the belly's in and you're not rounding your back like this. So retract, straight spine, and hold. Your hands are gonna be on your hamstrings, your shins, or your calves, okay? Your next option is to actually lift one foot off and then lift the other. So you need to make sure that the belly does not pooch when you lift the feet off. If so, feet go back to the floor and you hold here. The third option is kind of a half and half pose right here, more of a boat pose sit. And then the fourth option is hands around the ankles or calves. Extend the legs all the way up into full V sit. Retract the shoulders again and breathe deep right here. Good. So do not worry if you can't make it to this pose. I've been doing Pilates for many, many years, and this will come in time. So you don't ever want to force yourself beyond what your ability allows you with good form, because that's when you can get injured. Now we're going to come out and in. So if your knees are bent, you're going to stay here. And if they're on the floor, you're just going to bring it right here. So there's an option for everybody at every level. 4 more. Inhale as you open, exhale as you close. 3, 2. Now hold this time in right here. Now it's going to get a little bit harder before we finish. If possible, you're going to release your hands from the legs. Try not to let the quadriceps take over. Base it from your core and hold an 8 count breath. Four more, you can do this, come on. 4, 3, hang in there. 2, straight spine, belly tight. And 1, feet down one at a time. Heels into the glutes. Lift up with the hands overhead. And then exhale, reach forward. Okay, so we take a few more deep breaths here just because it feels good to stretch that spine out a little bit. And at the end of your second breath, you're just going to walk yourself back up to a seated position. Take your legs and go ahead and extend them all the way out. Flex the feet up towards the ceiling. And imagine your legs are super glued down to the floor. They seriously cannot come off. These are called Pilates roll downs. So we're going to start by protracting the shoulders all the way forward, reaching out towards the toes, then rolling up, retracting the shoulders back, and then we're going to melt the spine down one vertebrae at a time. Now, when you get to your hard part, about right here is where your belly just wants to pooch out like this. So you've got to really focus on keeping your core in tight here. Lower all the way down, hands up overhead. Make sure your spine stays glued into the floor. And then the first option, exhale, hands come to the side, and do an assisted Pilates roll up. And then protract the forwards, shoulders forward, and start over again. So lift back up, retract the shoulders, slowly melt the spine down. This time, if you want it a little harder, hands up overhead. And on the exhale, we don't use assistance if you can do it without your belly pooching. So you're going to keep doing these. Now, if you start doing this and your legs come off, look what happens. My belly pooches and I'm being counterproductive. So use that assistance at all times if needed. Good, keep going. Inhale, slowly melt the spine down, hands up overhead. Exhale, try not to rush it or use momentum. Stay tight at that hard point. Protract forward, good. A few more times here. Inhale, slowly roll down. My spine stays imprinted all the way down. Exhale. Forward, getting a nice stretch on the spine. And then as you roll down, you're getting a nice massage to the spine. Inhale, roll down. Again, exhale, come back up. Good. Do one more full roll down, and then we'll do the last one a little bit slower. You're doing great, by the way. If you need to rest at any point, please feel free. You will get stronger and stronger as you continue practicing. Okay, let's do this last one a little bit slower here. Retract the shoulders. Come to your hardest point. The point where your belly wants to pooch more than ever. Hold it in tight and just hang out here. Good, get your breaths, relax your face. I know this is hard. If it gets too much, you can sit up higher, or you can go all the way down and rest. Now, drop an inch and hold. Good, keep the shoulders back. Drop another inch, hang on. Right here, belly's tight, you can do it. Or maybe if you're not able to do it perfectly this time, your goal is gonna be build yourself up so you can eventually do this. One more inch, hold right here. 8, 7, hang on, 6, 5. I'm smiling because I know it's so hard. Okay, all the way down. Reach and stretch. Nice job, you made it through the roll-up section. Few deep breaths, stretching out again. We are going to move on to side leg raises. So all you're gonna do from here is just roll over onto your side. Right here, you're gonna cradle your head in your arm, stack your hips one on top of the other. Now, very important, I call this a mouse hole, a little crack of light right here where you can slide your hand under your waistline. This ensures that you're basing it from your core. Now you're gonna lift your big toe up, and you wanna kind of pigeon toe your big toe, so big toe's down. So you're focusing on your gluteus medius right here. Your hand can be up for more of a balance challenge, or down on the floor for more stability. So find which works best for you. The mouse hole's on, and I'll remind you of that. And then just begin lifting and lowering. So we're working this outside of the bum, the gluteus medius, that oftentimes gets neglected in a normal strength training class. Pilates, we get all those small side muscles. This will help strengthen your IT band, which runs down through the hip and all the way down through the bottom of the knee. And sometimes when that band gets tight or weak, it can cause outer knee and hip issues. So we're helping to strengthen that area right now. Good. So you're starting to use that muscle to lift up and then muscle down. Sometimes I notice people kind of do this and move around and use momentum. That's not it. It's all from the core. My upper body is still. Keep that big toe pigeon down. Good. Now lift, tap in front, lift, tap behind. These are called rainbows. It's a half circle forward and a half circle back. What you're trying not to do is let your upper body move forward and back like this. Keep the upper body still, forward, and back. Now, take it into a scissor kick. So you're gonna come forward with one and back with the other. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now flutter this kick for 8 small flutters. 8, 7, 6. How's your mouse hole? Still there? Good, at least try for that. Okay, slow scissor. 4, 3, 2, 1, fast flutter. 8, 7, keep your upper body still. You can do this. 4, 3, 2, slow again. Inhale, exhale. Try to keep the face relaxed, because as this starts to get harder, you're gonna want to start to squint your eyes, squint your face. One more time. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, flutter. Remember, if you're moving too much in your upper body, you can put your hand down on the floor, find that stability. We're gonna start over from the top. This time we're gonna lift, tap, tap, lift, tap, tap. Good. So tap forward and tap back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slow scissor. 4, 3. Fast scissor. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. How's your mouse hole? Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. scissor for 8. 3, 2, 1. Slow scissor. 2 more sets from the top. Exhale. Come on, mouse hole. Hang on. Inhale. Exhale. Flutter. 8, 7, 6. Also working your outer oblique here. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. These also are physical therapy or help the lower back because the glutes flutter, interconnect to the back and to the hip. Good. Lower down in front. Massage out the hip. Pound it out if you need to. Just get that blood flow rolling again. Yeah, that's intense. And if you are new to Pilates, just know that you're going to get better at those. They won't become easy, but they will become more doable. Take your top hand back. Spinal twist. So you're going to look behind you. As the knee drops one way, you look the other way. Few more breaths here. Good. Come back to the front. Come on up to the knees. Come into low mermaid stretch. Or if you like a higher mermaid, you're welcome to come up here. Very nice. Lift back up and we're going to go to the other side. Same sequence, but on the other leg. So you're going to take your body and just lie down on the other side. Stack your hips one on top of the other. Cradle your head in your arm. Extend your hand up for the balance challenge. Down on the floor for more stability. Find that mouse hole, crack of light where you can slide your hand under your waistline. Big toe down, lift and lower. And we're off on side 2. Good job. So the reason why we want to lift it here, if you start to let this go, then you're not basing it from the core anymore. You're just working glutes and hips. And this is Pilates. We base everything from the core. So you really want to lift that side off the mat. So you engage your entire core abdominal to do it. And side and back. Good. Lift, lower, inhale, exhale, 2 more. Pigeon toe down. Now come forward and back into those half circles. Forward and back. Inhale and exhale. So the reason the toe's down and not up, if I put my toe up like this, I'm working more quad. And we are going for the outside of the hip and the bum. Good. Inhale and exhale. 1 more and we go into the slow scissor kicks right here. Inhale forward, exhale back. Good, keep going. Inhale, exhale. Mouse holes there, at least trying for it. Inhale, exhale. Good, keep coming. And I know that mouse hole's a process, so if you're down here and you're stuck and you can't quite get it, just imagine you're trying to lift off. Now we're gonna flutter. 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, slow for 4. Forward and back. Inhale, exhale, flutter. 8, 8, 7, 6. Keep breathing. Good, go again. Inhale and exhale. I know the outside of your hip and bum are burning. I feel it too. Just stick with me. Burn it. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Slow again. Inhale, exhale, inhale, flutter. And then we're going to start over from the top 1 more time through. Here we go. Lift, 2 taps in front, lift, 2 taps in back. Inhale, exhale. Muscle up and then resist on the way down. Inhale, exhale. Few more. Okay, here we go. Slow scissor for the last 4 sets. Inhale and exhale. Flutter kick. 8, 7, 6. Keep the body still on these flutters. That's where it's going to want to move more. Go again. Inhale. Exhale. Come on, how's your mouse hole doing? You got it? Good job. Flutter. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2 more. Slow. You got it. Flutter. If you start to stress about the breathing, don't worry about it. Just make sure you inhale after you exhale. 1 more. Go. Back. Keep that top leg lifted, hip level if possible. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You got it. Woo! You did it. Knee in front. Massage out. Pound it out. Sometimes in my class we say tenderize it out if you need to. Just get that blood flow rolling. Now take the top hand up. Back into a spinal twist. Turn and look behind you. If you want a little deeper stretch, take your hand onto your thigh and press above the knee down a little more. This is a great hip and glute stretch, a great IT band stretch. Good, come back to front. Come up onto both knees into low mermaid stretch on the other side, or if you prefer high mermaid, you can come up here. Good, now come back up to center, and we are gonna move into inner thigh and hip strengtheners. You're gonna love these. Okay, come onto your bum, and then you're gonna melt your spine down one vertebrae at a time. Your hands are gonna come to the side of the body, and you're gonna take your spine once again in imprint. So glue that spine down. You'll take one leg up and then the other in a 90-degree flexion position from your hips. If you want to modify this, you can bend your knees and do it this way or butterfly on the floor. So this is option 1. Option 2 is here, and then option 3, you're just going to begin. Point and flex. So inner thigh, hip flexor strengtheners. We don't want to forget about inner thighs because they directly interconnect to the hip, which connects to the back. So it's actually an important part of the core. And if you work outer thigh, you want to work inner. You don't want one area overpowering the other opposing area. So just point out, flex in. Point, flex, starting to feel those inner thighs turn on a little bit. Now you're going to add on by point, flex and cross. Inhale on the point, exhale on the flex. Make sure the belly is tight. So do a belly check every now and again. Inhale, exhale. Yeah, they're starting to kick in on ya. Okay, add on. Point, flex, flex. So you're going to come out, cross, cross. Switch, lead legs every time. Good. Point, cross, cross. Yeah, it's starting to burn. This is where it usually starts to get us. So keep good form right now. When you're tired and fatiguing is where the form matters the most. And if you absolutely can't maintain the form anymore, you rest. That's it. Good. Flex, flex. Start over from the top. Point, flex. Woo! Stay with me. Inhale, exhale. Okay, cross, point, flex and cross. Inhale, exhale. Your back is still glued down to the floor. 4 more here, 4. And then it's just gonna get harder. 2, 1. Now cross, cross. Point, cross, cross. Point, flex, flex. Inhale, exhale. Now, if you're grabbing your mat like this, try to relax. I know it's hard. 2, cross, cross. 1, not quite done. Hang in there. Heels together. Turn the toes out to the side. You're going to bring your heels down to your bum and point the toes out. Exhale, heels down. Inhale, squeeze the legs together. Exhale. Inhale, your low back's glued down. Your belly's tight. You're almost there. I really mean it. We'll do 8 more. 8, 7. Come on, squeeze. 6, 5. Breathe. 4. Inhale, exhale. Okay, last one. Hold. 8, 7. Squeeze your legs together. Toes out. 4, 3, 2. Drop down. Oh my gosh. Feet together. Knees fall open to the side. Butterfly stretch. This is a great stretch for the inner thigh. So just hang out here for a minute. Take a few deep breaths. Catch your breath. And be really proud of yourself so far because you're doing fabulous. Good. Draw the knees together, and we're going to go on right into bridge from here because we are in a perfect position. So you're going to take your hands to the side again. Now in bridge, your knees should be hip width apart or closer. So you'll take your hands onto your hip bones, point your fingertips straight down. Your knees should be no wider than hip width apart. If they come out here, it's too much pressure in the low back. So once you get settled in, you line the ankle below the knee. Make sure the ankle's not too close to your bum. Slowly peel your spine up off the floor into bridge. Now when you come up, you want to check your hips to make sure one side is not dropping lower than the other, or else the other side will end up overcompensating. And we don't want that because you can get injured that way. So square the hips off and just hang out here for a minute. Bridge is common physical therapy for lower back and for hip issues. It also strengthens your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, core abdominal, core back. So a lot going on here. Now if you want a little more, take one arm up and then take the opposite leg up if you can without the hip dropping. Hip drops, forget it. Now, if you're still okay, you're going to inhale, point, exhale, flex. So inhale, lift the leg up, exhale, flex, press down. Good, lift and lower. 4 more. If you're not lifting the leg, just keep holding steady. 2, 1, switch sides. Your hips stay exactly the same as you switch, nothing happens. And then you go again, point and flex. Otherwise, you keep holding on 2. Now, if your lower back is starting to take over, that's an indication you need to rest. You will begin to build more strength as you practice Pilates and be able to last longer without the back taking over. 1 more. Switch sides again. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. Good. Use the breath. Look, check your hips out. Make sure one hip's not dropping. 4, 3, 2, switch again. Great job. Start at it. Point and flex. I ask a lot out of my classes as far as bridge goes because it's so good for that functionality of the hips, the low back. However, the low back starts to take over. You take that break. 4, 3, look at your hips. Are they still square? 2, 1. One more time. You can do this. Inhale, exhale. Pretend I am there with you live in person and I'm coming around. I'm checking your hips, making adjustments to get them squared off if needed. 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch sides. This is your last time. Last 8. Lift and lower. Square them off. I know it's getting harder. Hang in there. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. 4, 3, you got it. 2. Now on the last one, bring the foot back down. Both hands to the side. Slowly melt your spine down to the floor, 1 vertebrae at a time. And then with your pelvis, tuck the hips under and peel the spine back off. 1 more time, down and up, just massaging the spine right here. Lift on the inhale and exhale, lower down. Good job. Draw your knees into the chest. Clasp the hands together on the back side of the legs and just rock side to side. Nice massage on the spine. And then take your arms out wide. Let the knees drop one way as you turn and look the other way into a little bit deeper twist. Good. Now inhale, windshield wiper the knees up and over to the other side and stretch on the other side. Good. Feels good just to relax right here. Take a couple deep breaths. Because good news, we got push-ups coming up next. Oh yeah. Okay, go ahead and roll the knees back up to center. Draw the knee into the chest, clasp the hand below the knee. Inhale, and on the exhale, roll up to a seated position. And then we're gonna just roll over onto all fours. We're gonna retract the shoulders. So you're gonna line the shoulders up directly over the wrist. You wanna make sure it's not out here because that's too much pressure on the shoulder. If it bothers your wrist at all, you can make a fist right here and do the push-ups here. Option 1 will be on your knees. Option 2 is going to be on the toes. So it's gonna look like this. It's a tricep push-up. Exhale, I lower down with the neutral head and neck. My chest goes first, and then inhale, lift. Exhale, and inhale. Notice my back, I'm not arching up like this. A lot of people do this, and that's gonna put pressure on your lower back. So exhale, lower, inhale, lift. If you need less intensity, you can draw the knees in and come here. That's okay. Everybody's at a different spot and a different level, and we all have to start somewhere. So this is okay. Just bring those elbows straight back. Good. And then, of course, if you want to be on the toes, it's just exhale and inhale. My back is straight. Exhale, inhale, and the knees is here. Exhale, inhale. 8 more. You can do this. It's not a huge amount we do, but it's enough to really work, as you can feel. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Look at my head and neck. They're neutral the whole time. My chin lowers first, not my nose. 4. Press up. Your belly's in very tight. Good. 3. Breathe. Exhale. Inhale. Okay, last one. Hold right here. Hover. Retract your shoulders. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. You could do it. 2. Press up without arching your back. And sit back into extended child pose. Excellent job. Just hang out right here and breathe. Good. A few more deep breaths. And we're going to be coming up into our front plank section. This is also a great section. So I'm going to come here again, retract my shoulders. The options are, again, shoulders over wrists. You can make a fist if it bothers your wrists. Or you can come onto the elbows. Just make sure they're lined up below the shoulder. If I'm out here again, it's too much pressure on the shoulder. So we'll retract the shoulders. Option 1, knees. Option 2, toes. I'm going to lift and lower one leg. If possible, if I'm on the knee, it's going to look like this. Lift, lower, lift, lower. Now come to both feet, and this is called an ankle stretch. I'm going to come forward and back. Inhale, exhale. Good. Neutral head and neck. So your neck's not here, and it's not up here either. It's just an extension of the head and neck. 4, 3, good. 2, 1. Lift the other leg, lift and lower. Inhale and exhale. Keep that belly tight. Keep the shoulders retracted back in their sockets. You got it. Lift, lower. Now come back to the first leg. You're going to draw your knee to your chest. Exhale, inhale. If your lower back is starting to sag like this, then you need to go onto the knee. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold up right here. Flex and point. Hang on, I know it's hard. Rest if you need it. Flex, point. One more side to go. Come on. Exhale, inhale. Knee to chest. So if you need to be on the knee, just drop it down and do the same move right here. Good. 4 more. 4, 3. Get that belly in tight. Make sure your low back's not dropping, your bum's not dropping. 2, 1. Hold up. Flex and point. Exhale, inhale. 4. Your knee is hip level. If you can, get it up there. 2, 1. Whew. Take a rest, sit back, roll out your wrists, and breathe. Opposite direction. Good. Come on up for a moment. Take your hands behind your back, clasp your hands together, and just roll the shoulders back, lifting into a chest expansion, stretching out your chest and shoulders. Good job. We are almost done. We have 2 things left to go. Bum blasters. Oh yeah. Side planks. Actually 3 things, sorry. And lower back. So 3 important things to go. Shake out your arms and lower back. We're going to go into next. You're going to come onto all 4s, make a tabletop out of your body. If you cannot lay on your belly, you're going to come here. Opposite arm, opposite leg, and switch every 4 counts. If you are able to lay on your belly from right here, you're going to come into a modified push-up position. Lower all the way down. Place your forehead into the floor, hands out in front of you. Now imagine you're laying on a piece of ice right underneath your belly. It's cold, so what do? You react by sucking in. So try to make a mini mouse hole right here in the front. Okay, my hands are out. My first option is I'm going to exhale, lift right here, retract the shoulders and hold. My second option, I lift one hand and then I switch and lift the other. My third option, I lift both hands up as I lift my chest off the floor. If you want, you can add your legs lifting or just lift both legs off. This is called full Superman pose. What I'm doing right here is I'm strengthening the back muscles in my lower back, these small muscles that oftentimes get neglected. So hands come out into Superman. Now I'm going to exhale into Angel. Inhale Superman, exhale Angel. Good. Inhale Superman, exhale Angel. Few more. Inhale Superman, exhale Angel. Should be starting to feel your low back muscles turn on. Good job. Inhale Superman, exhale, lift the chest a little bit more on Angel. Good. My head and neck are an extension of my spine, so make sure your neck's not like this. Your eyes are looking down. Exhale. Inhale. 4. Reach out long. 3. Good. 2. 1. Hold Angel. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Rest. Good job. Take a moment, just hold here and breathe. And then when you're ready, take your hands right next to your chest, press up onto your knees, and sit back into extended child pose. Okay, great job. We're going to come up now into a cat-cow stretch. You're going to come up into tabletop, then you're going to round into a long cat stretch, separate your spine, and then exhale, sweep down into what is called cow pose. It's a back extension. Inhale, round into cat. Exhale, sweep into cow. A few more times, just stretching out that lower back a little more. Okay, good. Now come back into neutral, retract the shoulders, and we are in a perfect position for bum blasters, so let's hit it. You can stay up here on the palms or you can come onto the elbows if that works better. Start with whatever leg you want, and then just begin by lifting and lowering. Good. So you've got a 90-degree bend in the leg. You're going to squeeze your bum on the way up and then lower on the way down. So we are working our gluteus minimus. It's this lower bum muscle that helps give that bum that nice lift, right where the glutes and hamstrings connect to each other. So it's muscle up, muscle down. Notice my back, I've got a nice neutral spine, so I'm not doing this. That's momentum work. We're isolating the bum here. Squeeze and down. Good. Lift, lower. Exhale, inhale. Your belly is in very, very tight here. Good. Just like it was on the front plank position. 2 more, and then we're going to go to a crossover on the knee. Good. Now come up and cross. Down and up. Exhale, inhale. Good. Squeeze on top. So it's kind of hard to get around working your bum in Pilates. You're going to get a nice bum from doing Pilates because it's involved in so many of the movements that we do in Pilates. Down, squeeze, good, lower, lift. 4 more here, 4, 3, good job, 2, squeeze your bum on top. Okay, hold here, you're gonna turn your knee out to the side and do the same thing, your foot's flexed, lift and lower. So you're bringing your knee down towards the heel and then back up, down and up. Make sure your shoulders are still retracted in a good proper position over the elbows. Lift, lower, squeeze. Now you're working your core and your bum here. Whew, a little more gluteus medius, which is the side of the bum when you turn your knee out like this. Few more. 2 and 1. Now come up and just pulse your bum. This is why they're called bum blasters. Right here, tiny little lifts. Now we know a pulse is not a bounce, it's a muscle contraction. So squeeze your bum. You got it. Should be having a nice burn going on now. Let's go for the full burn, so hang with me. 16, 15. Good, relax your face and breathe. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now just for fun, isometric hold. 8, 7, squeeze as tight as you can. 4, 3, 2, come down, other side, lift and lower. Now on the second side, I'm gonna warn you, it's gonna probably feel a little harder because you work both sides when you do this. As you feel right now, your stabilizer leg works the whole time. Good. A little bit of flexion in your foot, but not so much that it starts to cramp the ankle. Just squeeze up and down, lift, lower. Good. One more. Now this time come up and add the cross. So lift and cross. Squeeze up. So getting a little bit different side angle on that bum right here. Down, squeeze. Why do we care about our bum being strong for Pilates? Well, aside from making it look good, having a strong bum helps the back because those muscles actually interconnect to the hip and back, and if they're weak, it can affect the back or the hip or the knees. You got it? One more. Now turn the knee out to the side. You're gonna lift and lower that knee down to the heel or the ankle. So the knee's turned out to the side now. Squeeze on top. Keeping a neutral spine right here. Notice my back's not arching like this or rounding like this. Belly is in tight. Very nice. Lift, lower, exhale, inhale. You got it. Keep coming. Squeeze. 2 and 1. Back to center. Pulse. So finish with the bum blasters. You got it. You are almost done with the whole class, so hang with it. All you have is side planks after this. Woo! Come on, it's burning, I know. Okay, we are to the 16 countdown. Contract your muscle, let's go. 16, 15, 14. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and just for fun, hold. 8, 7, 6, squeeze as tight as you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down, sit back, extended child pose. Now we're gonna stretch that out because your bum's burning pretty good right now. So hold here for about 2 breaths. Good, then come on up. The last leg you had in the air, take it and extend it forward if that's possible for you. Flex your foot, draw your belly down towards the top of the thigh and just hold right here. Nice hamstring and glute stretch here. Gentle flexion in that foot. Good job. Okay, bring that leg back in and switch to the other side. Flex the foot, belly down towards the top of the thigh, and hold right here. Inching your nose down towards your knee. Good, bring the knee back in and we are moving on to side planks. Good job. Okay, we're finishing up with side planks. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna line your elbow directly below your shoulder, stack them up, roll that shoulder back in the socket. It's very important so you don't put that extra stress on the shoulder. And then the hand can come up here behind the head, but you want option 1, my knee is actually on the floor with my hip stacked and I'm just gonna drop down and up right here. Option 2, I'm gonna lift onto my knee, come straight down and straight up. Option 3, I lift my top leg down and up. And option 4, I'm up on both, down and up here. Okay? So find the option that works best for you and let's begin. We just come down and up. Straight down, straight up, hips stacked, one on top of the other. Now side plank works the whole inside of the body, as you're going to start feeling as we continue on. But also, it nails the transverse abdominal, right? This muscle down here low, which wraps into the spine, into the low back. So it's common physical therapy for lower back issues. Just be careful and make sure you're performing it in the right option for you. Now hold up on top. We're going to lift and lower the leg. Lift and lower. Inhale, exhale. 4 more. 4, 3, good. 2, 1. Now hold. Remember, if you need to, your knee can be down, or you can be down here just holding. Okay? Now from here, it's kick, circle, lift, lift. Inhale, exhale. Good job. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Elbow to thigh to finish it. Exhale and inhale. Good. Exhale, inhale. 4, reach. 3, 2, 1. Now just hold on top as high as you can. Last 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lower down. Good job. We're going to come up and stretch that side out. So come on over into that low mermaid stretch and reach nice and long. As we get ready to finish our side plank section on the other side, come on up. Okay, down to the other elbow. Retract the shoulder back. Stack the hips one on top of the other. Remember, your first option is here with the hips down. Second option, one knee down, third or fourth up on both feet. Let's go. Down and up. Exhale, inhale. So you also nail your oblique muscles. This side abdominal muscle into the love handle area. Woo! Exhale, inhale. By the way, you have done a great job. I know Pilates is not easy. It's so much harder than it looks. 2, 1. Hold on top if you can. Lift the top leg. Retract the shoulders. Imagine there's a helium balloon floating that top hip up to the ceiling. Hang on. Good. Kick, circle, lift, lift. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Inhale, exhale, kick, circle, lift, lift. Elbow to knee and out. Good. Exhale. Inhale. Take the modifications you need at this point. Out. In. And out. 4 more. 4. 3. Last one. Hold on top. 8, 7, 6. Higher if you can. Whew. Nice. Lower down. Come on up. Low mermaid. I am so proud of you. Great job. Front, side, back of the body, all based from the core. You just nailed it with natural body resistance. Walk a little taller and have a little bit more functionality. Now you're going to take your hands in front, tuck your toes under, press onto the ball of the feet, tailbone up to the ceiling, elongate down the back of your legs, and just hold a forward fold stretch here for a minute. Bend one knee, straighten the other as you slowly rotate your chin side to side. We're just stretching now, a few stretches and we're out of here. Good. Now take your head up and down like you were slowly telling somebody yes. Very nice. Bend both knees. Slowly round and roll up. Vertebrae by vertebrae. Head and neck coming up last. Retract the shoulders. Now, drop the chin straight forward. Roll over to the right side. Chin comes down to chest. Stretching down the left side of the neck. If you want a little bit more, you can bring your hand up on the back of the head and add just a hair of resistance. That feels really good right now. Release, roll through to the other side. Chin to chest. Stretching down the right side of the neck. For a little bit more. Opposite hand up. Your shoulder drops down and away. Good, release the hand. Roll back to center. Lift up, final inhale. Inhale, lift up with a big breath on top. And exhale, release. Thank you so much for coming and doing Pilates with me today. It's been a pleasure.